You type into your calculator y equals cos x. Go. Y equals cos x. Everyone's typing it in. And you can put it in radian mode, that's fine. Go mode. Go radians. Then go zoom trig. I want cos x. So the basic cos x, the positive cos x graph, it looks like this. Correct? Now, what is on the y-axis? The maximum, correct? Can a maximum move off the y-axis? Listening. Can a maximum move off the y-axis if I vertically stretch it? So I pull it up or down. Does that move the maximum off the y-axis? No. If I reflect it, does it move it off? No. If I move it up or down, vertically displace it, will it move it off the y-axis? No. If I horizontally stretch it, it also won't because my x's are 0. The only thing that can move this maximum off the y-axis is your horizontal phase shift, your C value. Don't put HPS as horizontal phase shift, that will not work well. I was doing this in your notes. So the only thing that can move the maximum off the graph is your horizontal phase shift. So when we go to do the C value, look at this. So this is the horizontal phase shift, this is the C value. When we go to do the cosine graphs, for when A is positive, we look for the closest maximum to the y-axis. Because if the maximum is not on the y-axis, there's a phase shift. Okay? So we're just doing positive coses for right now. So for every single one of these, we are going to only be doing this equation. Do you see how the A's, the B's, and the D's are all the same? It's the C's that are all going to be different. Okay? So I look up here and I say, where is the maximum pertaining to the y-axis? It's on the y-axis. Yes? Do I care what the maximum actually is? No, I care if it's on the y-axis. Is the maximum on the y-axis? Yes. So is there a horizontal phase shift? No. So this graph, this one's done. There is no C value. You just got to put an X in there. If the maximum is on the y-axis, yes. Next one. Where is my maximum? Is it on the y-axis? No, where is it? It's at 0.75 pi, correct? It should be on the y-axis. Is it there? No, it's 0.7 pi to the what? To the right or left, guys? To the right. Yeah, it's going to have to be x minus 0.75 pi. So we're just doing the positive coses right now. It's how far the maximum is from the x-axis. Okay? Next one. Where's my maximum? Pi over 3 to the right or pi over 3 to the left. It doesn't matter which one you pick. It just matters if they say C has to be greater than 0, then you would have to pick the one to the left. Because you have to watch yourself. So if I pick the one to the right, this is going to be x minus pi, or 1 over 3. That makes it go to the right. Let's go to the next one. Where's my maximum? So do I have any shift?
Nope.
No. So what do I just go in here and do? Put an X. Could I go x plus 0? They aren't going to. Next one. Where is my closest maximum? -1. This one is 3. They could give either, it would work. The catch here is they might say the shortest phase shift, and the shortest phase shift is 1 to the what? 1 to the left, because it was on the y-axis, right? So it's to the left. So what do I do down here? If I want to go to the left, x plus 1. This one has a positive cos, because look, it said it has to be positive. So that's my closest, this one, max. It's between pi over 6 and pi over 3, which is pi over 4. So we get x plus pi over 4. Okay, that's if it's positive cos, we look for the closest maximum. Yes? Okay, now go to your calculator and go negative cos x. Not minus, not subtraction cos x, negative cos x into your calculator. Now what's on the y-axis? And the minimum's on the y-axis because the negative in front makes it reflect in the x-axis, correct? So the maximum is now a minimum. So for every cos graph where it's less than 0, I look for the closest minimum now. Okay? So let's go here. Now we're doing negative cos graphs. So my minimum is at 2 pi to the left or 2 pi to the right. Can we agree? Say I want you to put 2 pi to the left. What will we put it in as? X plus 2 pi, and that's going in for negative cos. Okay, then we're to the next one. Negative cos, where's my closest minimum now? Yeah, 0.25 pi to the left. So what am I going to put it in as? X plus 0.25 pi. You could put that in, but it's 0.25 pi on it. All right. Next one. Where's my minimum? So how much of a horizontal phase shift do I have for negative cos? None. So I go to negative cos and I just put a x. 4 plus 0 if you really want to. Or minus 0 if you're really a rebel without a cause. Okay. This one. Say I pick this one. It's what? 2 to the right, so it's going to be x minus 2. Yep. Okay, then the next one. Where's my closest minimum? 1 to the or 3 to the left. They say closest, I have to use the 1 though, right? So if I'm going 1 to the right, I'm going to put in x minus 1. Fun fact, if I put both of these into my calculator, I'm going to get that graph. If I put all 4 of these into my calculator, it's just going to draw the same graph 4 times. If it doesn't draw the same graph 4 times, you messed up. Okay, and this one doesn't have a negative cos, so we're not worried about it. Okay, now here's where the brain matter is needed. Can you go to your calculator and put in sine x? Yeah. Go into your calculator and put in sine x. Okay, and then you're going to put in sine x, and then you're going to put in your midline. So watch this. So the sine x graph, the positive sine x graph goes like this. Right? And if I put my midline in there, the midline is y equals 0. So it's like this. So what's on the y-axis? Nope. What's on the y-axis? Where the midline and the graph intersect. Do you see that? And do you see how it's going upwards? Negative sine will do this. And then our midline will be here. And where they intersect is still on the y-axis, but my slope is going downwards. So what we need to do, if we want the c for sine, is we have to draw the midline and where it intersects with the graph. So I'm going to go here, and I have the midline drawn. Everyone watching? And it intersects here and here. Those are my two answers to the c for sine and negative sine. So one of my answers is going to be pi to the left, and one of my answers is going to be pi to the right, where it intersects with the graph, right? Which one is positive sine? This one has a positive slope, correct? This one has a negative slope. So this one is the positive sine, this one's the negative sine. So positive sine is pi to the left. So I'm going to go x minus pi. And negative sine is pi to the right. So I'm going to go x. That's a lie. This one was pi to the left, wasn't it? Minus pi. So positive sine is pi to the left, so I'm supposed to put x plus pi. And then negative sine is pi to the right, so I go x minus pi. Yeah? Okay, flip over. Okay, I need to go to where my y-axis is, go to my midline of my graph, and make intersection points. So midline and graph intersects here. Midline and graph intersects here. This one has a negative slope, so negative 0.75 pi is to negative sine, right? And then this one's 0.25 pi, but this line has a positive slope, so this is for positive sine. Correct? So for positive sine, I need to go 0.25 pi to the right. So I'm going to go x minus 0.25 pi. For negative sine, I need to go 0.75 pi to the left. So I'm going to go plus 0.75 pi. Like I said, if I'm in radian mode, and I put this into y1, this into y2, this into y3, this into y4, and I make my window be the same as this window, I should get the same graph, should I not? 4 times. All right. This one I didn't draw the midline, but it is here. So this is my one intersection. This is my other one. Half of a third is a sixth. So this is at negative 1/6. This is at 1/6. Which one is negative? The one on the left or the right? Left is negative sine because it's a negative slope. Positive sine because it's a positive slope. So for positive sine, I'm 1/6 to the right. So I have to go x minus 1/6. And for negative sine, I'm 1/6 to the left. So I have to go x plus 1/6. Right? So for positive cos out for closest max, negative cos out for closest min, sines, I have to find that midline and bold whatever's closest to my y-axis. So this one, here's my midline. Here's one intersection. Here's the other one. This one happens at -1. This one happens at 1. Which one's positive sine? The one on the left or the one on the right? Left, because this one's positive slope, this one's negative slope, right? So this is positive sine, this is negative sine. So for positive sine, I'm 1 to the left, so I'm going to go x plus 1. For negative sine, I'm 1 to the right, so I'm going to go x minus 1. Okay? Then I'm going to flip over. This one, I have this intersection, and then either this one or this one. This one is negative sine, and it's on the y-axis. So negative sine is actually done. I just have to add an x to it, because its intersection is on the y-axis. Positive sine, I have to go 2 to the right or 2 to the left. So I'm going to go 2 to the right, so I'm going to go x minus 2. And then we're going to flip over. You guys try the last one. Went the wrong way, sorry. This is 5 or 6. 5 or 6, 3, 5, 6. Positive sign is this one. Negative sign is this one, right? So negative sign is done. So this is negative sign, so I get an x. This is positive sign, and it is pi over 2 to the right, so I'm going to go x minus pi over 2. Yeah? Okay, yesterday I gave you the 3 sine graphs and the 3 cos graphs in your homework. I told you can't you see? Well, now you can. So it is on page 230? 250. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was right. 15 and 16. Go finish them. Get your C values.
Yeah.